Hey, thanks so much for coming back to Jake's Face Reacts. Here we go. We're here. We're talking now about the actual running order of the grand final, Eurovision 2019. I'm gonna start obviously with the first half. I think I'm gonna focus on the first half in this video, and then I'll make a second video for the second half. But I'm looking at the draw for the first time, so I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts with you about it. So in the first half, there are 13 songs. Opening in the first spot, it's Malta. I find that to be a very interesting and odd placement by the EBU to put Malta first. Perhaps it indicates that maybe they didn't finish as high as we thought that they did in their semifinal. That's a tough spot for Malta, though. I know they're happy just to be in the final, but that's a tough draw. Second is Albania. Jonita is going to need to have those vocals on lock. She cannot afford, if she's going second, to have any vocal issues like she did in the semifinal. Going second, it's going to make it difficult for, I think, a lot of the viewers to remember that performance if it's not vocally perfect. After her, Czech Republic, friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Look, the song is super catchy, and this is one of those, honestly, I don't think it matters where it goes, or where it would have been placed in the running order. It's third in the first half. It's still gonna stick with people because it's such a catchy song, and the visuals are really good on stage. You know, I don't feel like it's top 10 at the end of the day, but I do think that it'll do quite well. After Czech Republic is Germany. Okay, how do I say this? Okay, let's start with the positive. I loved your song last year, Germany. I did. And you can go back if you don't believe me, and you can see that to verify it, but I'm not feeling this one at all. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I had to go back and forth and didn't end up reacting to it. It has to do with just the song. I feel like any moment that you pick in the song, if you're fast forwarding on your phone, you're gonna end up a part where it sounds like they're just screaming the word sisters at each other. And I know the message of the song is powerful, but for me, I hate to even say this, but Germany, you might finish last. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's how it felt. Okay, I'm a little shocked, sorry, because fifth in the first semifinal is Russia. What? That's really gonna hurt Sergei's chances, I think, of being able, if a win would have been possible, he would need a good placement, and that's not a good placement at all. That's right sort of towards the beginning of semifinal one, with so many other of the big sort of upbeat acts, to follow. He really needed to be, I think, towards the end of the second semifinal if he was going to have a chance of winning. I still think he'll do great, but I don't see a win for Russia here. After Russia is Denmark, the only country from semifinal 2 that I did not predict would qualify and did. We know what we're going to get from Denmark. I feel like it's, again, it could be anywhere in this running order, and it would still have the same effect. I think people are going to think that it's cute, and people are going to sort of go like this with it, but at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I don't feel like people are going to vote for it en masse enough to sort of propel it. Could it be somewhere between 15 to 20? Possible, but I'm seeing more 21, 22, 23 even for Denmark. After Denmark, oh god, San Marino, Serhat, Say Na Na Na. Look, this again is another song that I don't think it mattered where it would have been placed, because he's bringing a party anthem, a party vibe. He's sandwiched in between sort of two songs that are not so upbeat. But he's got to get the vocals right. Like, I love him. He's an icon. I know he's a legend. Y'all all love him. That's why you voted him through. But that semifinal vocal was rough. Y'all know it was. It was rough. Like, he was flat the entire first verse. So he's gonna need to get the vocals down. After San Marino is in the 8th to perform is North Macedonia. You know how I feel about that song. It's so personal and for her and so powerful and has such a strong message that I don't think it matters where it would have even been in the running order. Do I think it's going to finish top 10? I don't feel like it is. My gut doesn't tell me it's going to finish in the top 10, but for North Macedonia to be in the grand final again is so amazing, and she's going to reach so many people with that message. So yeah, after North Macedonia performing 9th in the first half is Sweden, who I love, and look, what Sweden's going to bring. Is it a little, I was about to say too early for them, but then too late for love? It's going to be an incredible performance. People are going to remember it at the end. It's going to be top 10. It could be top 5. Those are my thoughts on Sweden. After Sweden, Slovenia. Slovenia has my heart this year. It's such a beautiful, Sebi is such a beautiful, sort of sonically atmospheric song that we all get so lost in because they're singing it directly to each other, and they make it feel like such a small little intimate environment in a giant arena with cameras everywhere. That cannot be easy. Do I see Slovenia finishing top 10? I don't think so. But I see Slovenia maybe I don't know why 16 is in my mind right now, but I'm seeing 16 for Slovenia, that's not a bad result. After Slovenia, so 11th in the running order, is Cyprus, Tomta, and Replay. Look, she's a legend. She's a consummate performer. Some of the vocals in the semifinal were questionable. She went first. And for her to qualify and be given this spot maybe indicates that Cyprus finished pretty high in semifinal 1. She was a great opener for semifinal 1. She's going to deliver another tremendous performance. I have no doubt about that. It's a good placement, I feel, for Cyprus. I feel top 10. My gut right now is saying 8th, so I don't know. But I feel like 8th could be a spot that Cyprus could finish in, and she should be proud of herself, and everyone should be proud of her because so many comparisons that she's gotten, and she's moved ahead, and obviously with the injury and to her back, she's a trooper, she's a pro, and just having her in the final is awesome and amazing. So yeah, that's that. Next to last in the first half is the Netherlands. We have a lot of these heavy hitters in the first half. To be honest with you, being sandwiched in between Cyprus and Greece, and if changes are not made to sort of amp up the staging a little bit, I'm worried about the Netherlands. I think this leaves the door open again for some, for a few other countries to maybe step through and have a surprising win. I would not be sad if the Netherlands does win. It's an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous song, and I love his voice and his delivery of the song, but the staging for me is just not up to par with how beautiful and powerful the song is. So but their placement of going next to last tells us that they probably finished pretty high in semifinal 2, which would not be a surprise. I still think they finished second. That's going to be my call for that, but It's that. So the last artist or the last country in the first half, I think semifinal one, it's not, is Greece, Katerina Duska, and that is an incredible place for her. She has such a visually beautiful staging for her performance, and her vocals have been stellar up to this point. People questioned it in the beginning. There's nothing to question. Like, it's not a question of if she's going to be able to hit that high note, because she's now hitting the high note and staying on the high note for like 15 or 20 seconds. She's like, yes, I can hit it. I'm not going off of it. So Greece being the last act in the first half, it's a really good spot, and depending on how things turn out, Greece could sneak in there. I feel top 5 for Greece. I'm just not sure where in that top 5 I see them. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the running order for the first half of the grand final of Eurovision 2015. Wait, is that right, that there's only one of the big 5 in that whole semifinal? Germany's the only one. Okay, which means, and I haven't looked at the running order yet for the second half, but that means Italy, France, Israel, the United Kingdom, and Spain are all in the second half? Really? Weird. Okay. I'll see you guys back shortly for my reactions to the running order of the second half of the grand final of Eurovision 2019. Peace.